What's going on, guys? My name's Jordan and welcome back to Planet Coaster episode 2, where this episode we are going to be working on a pond right outside the entrance. And I thought we should do this because having a nice looking entrance is, well, it's sort of what you'd want when you go to a theme park, or park of any type really. And I'm not very good when it comes to building, as we saw last episode, so I thought we could do a lake or a pond, and this is more of a pond than a lake. But we have this nice little, well, what will be a nice little lake that's coming from a stream inside the mountain, because Planet Coaster doesn't let me go on the outside of the mountain. At least not enough for me to make it look like how I wanted it to. So we're going to decorate the outside of the pond with just grass life and shrubbery and flowers to make it look pretty, but also to make it look natural. I wanted it to look overgrown and fertile like you would at the side of a pond compared to the rest of a park. If you go to parks in the UK, you tend to see that if there is a pond of some type, there's usually a lot more tall grass than there is around the rest of the park, where you'll have grass, but not as much as you would down on the side of ponds, lakes, rivers, streams, whatever you have. And I also thought it'd be nice to have a pier, because in the UK people do a lot of fishing, even in ponds and rivers and lakes, which aren't really designed for fishing. Just as long as there's fish there, people will go. And usually you'll see a pier, even if there isn't really a need for one. Like here you would have one for a boat, and next episode I do decide to add a boat in here just because it looks nice. But you wouldn't actually have a boat on a pond of this size. And yes, I mentioned next episode, I have already recorded episode 3, and that will be coming out next week. I'm going to be keeping Planet Coaster to every Sunday, and Truckster, or American Truck Simulator, to every Wednesday, and there might be more series coming soon. If you don't watch my American Truck Simulator videos, then that's where all my updates for channels and stuff are going to be going, because that's more of a relaxed and long-winded video, so I can talk about what I'm doing more in detail. So definitely go and check out your American Truck Simulator if you haven't already watched any of those episodes. And also don't forget to follow me on my website, because I do talk about stuff on there as well, in blog posts and stuff. So I thought out here on the side of the river going into the, or the stream going into the pond, that we needed more rocks, so it looked sort of like it was the mountain, and it's eventually broke its way out, and people have just cleared up some of the rocks that were around there. And I wanted to put rocks around the side of the pond as well, but then I thought if I do that, you're definitely going to know it was man-made, those rocks. I sort of wanted it to look somewhat natural, even if it wasn't 100% natural. Like, we've got a lot of these, well, it's conifers, and I've used conifers and bushes around the side of the pond because I don't have bulrushes, and there needs to be more plant life in the game. But we're coming up to the end of this live stream a bit now, and we're going to go to live mode in a minute, and I've sort of planned this out now that I am going to be doing a bit live stream, or most of the thing will be live stream, and then last few minutes I'm just going to talk about it live and talk about how it was. Next episode I do it a little bit better, because this one was sort of rushed, and I really shouldn't have rushed it. I had a lot of time, but hopefully episode 4, which I haven't yet recorded or even thought about what I'm going to do yet, will be a lot different. I know I'm going to be doing coasters in that one, so if you're waiting to see coasters or trains, I'm not too sure which one I'm going to do yet, then definitely stick around for episode 4, because I don't know what it's going to look like, but the entire map looks different by the end of episode 3, so definitely stay tuned for that one. And the live stream, as I said, is coming up to an end, so I'm going to just leave you with the music while the building of, or placing of the last few bits of greenery get finished, and I'll see you in the live mode. Okay, so we are in the live mode, And I honestly don't know what I've talked about in the time lapse because I haven't done that yet. I'm recording this bit now, just after finishing doing the building, and this is what we ended up with. So what I wanted was when you come out of the entrance, you're met with quite a nice view of the trees, and then you see this, but you only just see the top of the lake, and then when you get a bit closer, you get to see it in all its beauty. So if we go a way that someone would go, you could come to here and look out and see how beautiful it is. Just so pretty. I'm actually really pleased with how this came out. I didn't actually intend to do a whole lake when I first started. Or, is it a lake? I guess it is. It's not really a reservoir because it has got a river flowing into it, which is what this is here. I put this little indent so it looks like it's coming through the mountain, out for a little stream into our lake here, and I was a bit upset to find there wasn't any bulrushes or anything like that, and not much choice with flowers. So we've sort of got what we've got, and these little conifers, they worked really well. Miniature conifers, they worked little. They worked little. They worked really well when it came to actually decorating the side of the lake, because I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the UK and the European countries I've been to, sides of lakes have been filled with bulrushes and long reeds, and these seem to fit that purpose very well, a lot better than these ones would have done. So I'm glad I used these to begin with. Also, their lighter colour works really nicely as well. You can sort of see round here. I don't know if I've actually got any that's still able to be seen from outside. I sort of lightened the grass around this area simply because I wanted it to look like it's got a lot of water, because that needs to be lighter than over here where there's literally no water. And I really like it so far. It's still very small, but this, to me, would be a park where you could go and have a family picnic so far. Just go and sit on the pier and have a sandwich while you look out, or even go fishing if that's your sort of thing. It's nice, it's nice. But if you like these time-lapsed episodes more than the live one that I did when building this, tell me in the comments down below. I probably won't be recording any more Planet Coaster until I've at least uploaded this first one, because I've not actually uploaded when I built that one yet. Simply because I need to edit that, and it's like an hour long or something like that, and I'm going to need to edit it, which is going to take some time. So yeah, I also put these angled a little bit, because trees don't always grow upwards. They sometimes grow a bit on a diagonal. Shame you can't have ones where they've bent a little on their trunk, but I guess we can just deal with it being rotated. So yeah, if you want to see more time-lapse episodes, say that in the comments. If you want to see more, or just build them live, and you get like little updates maybe or something, then we can do that too. But until next time, guys, it's Jaws95. I'm signing out. I'll see you next time. Bye now.